Hello everyone, it's Attack72 here, and for today, we have got ourselves some major Pokemon news to cover for today's video, and the top we're about to discuss. Now, this month is pretty much a very special moment for the franchise, as this month we'll be celebrating 30 years of Pokemon. It has been quite a long journey to see how far this franchise has gone, and it's still kicking to this very day, despite its ups and downs. The Pokemon franchise still remains strong to this very day, and what better way to celebrate 30 years of Pokemon than with two very major announcements, as it has been confirmed on the official Pokemon Twitter account that we are going to be getting an official Pokemon Presents presentation next week on February 27. It'll start at around 6 a.m. Pacific time or 9 a.m. Eastern time depending on your time zone, and it will cover a lot of different information and details about Pokemon's 30th anniversary and what it has to offer. It definitely was no-brainer that the Pokemon and Game Freak decided to do something like this to celebrate 30 years of Pokemon. Now, what they're going to show is definitely a bit of a question. Now, most likely they're going to be showing details about Pokepedia, which will be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 on March, but there is a guaranteed chance that they're going to be showing Pokemon Generation 10. Generation 10 is a must guarantee because it's been quite a few years since Generation 9 came out back in 2022, and I mean, come on, Generation 10 is like a big deal when it comes to the Pokemon franchise. It really depends on how the reception is going to go, and other than that, those are like one of the only few informations I could really think of what they could reveal. But yeah, Pokemon Presents, that will be happening by next week. But that's not just it. So there's another announcement that they decided to release pretty early because they have accidentally revealed the game way too early, and like it was like 3 a.m. in the morning when they shown this, so they decided to just release the trailer right now to avoid any type of speculation, as it is also confirmed that Pokemon FireRed and Pokemon LeafGreen will also be coming for both the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 systems. They will be coming out the same day after the Pokemon Presents had ended. So yeah, that's quite an unexpected announcement that basically was accidentally revealed 3 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, the reaction to this has definitely been mixed, because for two things. For the first half, it has been so stated that while it is exciting, the other half has understandably a bit frustrated from this sudden announcement for a few details that I do need to mention in this one. One is that it is confirmed from the tweet that it is going to be a download exclusive title, meaning that you mostly have to buy this on the eShop, so it is not going to be compatible for like the Switch Online service, which that's like the one thing fans have been predicting for in the last years, to see like Pokemon original titles like Blue and Red be added onto Switch Online, but that's not really gonna happen, unfortunately. Another thing to mention is that the biggest part that I know so many people have been talking about is the pricing of it, since on the eShop it is going to be confirming to be $20 for different versions, and I do have to mention that it's also separate for different languages. For example, the one I'm showing you right now says an English version, meaning if you are wanting to play this game on like a different language, like Spanish for example, you have to buy that separately for another $20. So you can kind of see where the reactions are coming from. Now, I could understand where this whole reception has been, and you know, as someone who is a fan of Pokemon, I do have my own personal thoughts on how I feel about this. It is exciting to see FireRed and LeafGreen to be added onto Switch systems nowadays, but I can understand that while the pricing of $20, while is affordable, is a little bit much for an old title like Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen. But really, I don't really think there was any chance for Pokemon or even Nintendo to find a way to make this game viable aside from like re-releasing old titles, because if you want to try and buy a physical copy of FireRed or LeafGreen nowadays, that pricing right there will cost you either a lung or a kidney. And really, the only reason I could see this be $20 is the fact that from what I've heard, this version is going to be also compatible for Pokemon Home, as well as the fact that they're going to be doing these Pokemon events once again for this game, such as the Deoxys event for example. Like, that's like the only reason why I could see this be $20. Now, do I want to buy this as a day one purchase? Not exactly. I could like kind of get this if I ever have the chance, and if you can afford it, then sure, you can afford it all you want. I'm not gonna berate anyone or really even hate any Pokemon fans who are going to be buying this, because if you want to spend $20 on Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen, then that's your choice. I personally am not gonna buy it as like a day one thing, but hey, it is good for those that might not play the original titles on Game Boy Advance. Do I want this to be a Switch Online service? Absolutely. I would like to see this be part of the Switch Online, but if anything, I feel like this was like one of the only few options that Nintendo and the Pokemon Company was really given. So yeah, I can see the reactions. Again, I'm not really gonna berate anyone who are going to be buying this, because again, if you want to buy this with your own money, that's your choice. But yeah, that's all I really want to cover for Pokemon news right now. We now have an official confirmation of a Pokemon Presents as well as GBA titles coming to the Switch too, even though it's quite a controversial pricing and a lot of reception has been very mixed about this. I just want to know all your thoughts and opinions down below on how you feel about Pokemon Presents happening next Friday, as well as Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen coming to the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 systems. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below, and so with that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, follow my Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember this, once a legend, always a legend.